Can I ask you something? Have you ever caught yourself missing someone that was never really yours? No relationship, no first date, no breakup, and yet they're still the hardest person you've ever had to let go of. People don't really understand it. They tell you, you never even dated, just move on. But if it was that simple, you would have already done that. You replay conversations, wondering if you missed a sign, wondering if one different moment could have changed everything. It feels like heartbreak, even though there was never really a relationship to lose. This is Blessed Visions, and tonight I want to talk about and how to finally let go of someone you've never even had. I think the hardest lesson I've ever learned is that you cannot negotiate attraction. There's a difference between pursuing someone and trying to convince someone to choose you. One is mutual, the other is one sided. For a long time, I thought if I was patient enough, kind enough, or became enough, they'd eventually see what I saw. But attraction doesn't work like that. The moment you start trying to earn someone's love and attention, you've already forgotten what love is supposed to feel like. So why don't we walk away? The answer? Hope. Hope has a way of making almost feel like eventually. Them replying, them remembering something you said, giving you just enough attention to make you think, maybe this is it finally. Then they disappear again. You tell yourself they're busy, or the timing isn't right, or maybe they just need a little bit more time. Looking back, I don't think I was really seeing reality anymore. I was protecting hope, and that's a dangerous place to live. Because every excuse you make for someone else becomes another reason to ignore what they keep showing you. The more I think about it, the more similarities I see with gambling. Not because you keep winning, because every now and then you almost do. One good conversation, one late night text, one small moment, and suddenly you've convinced you made progress. So you invest a little more of yourself, more time, more hope, but nothing changes. But now walking away feels impossible. Not because you're closer, but because you've already invested too much to leave. I think that's why most of us ask the wrong question of how do I get over them? I don't think you're trying to get over them. You're trying to let go of the future you built around them. The dates you imagined, the conversations you never had, meeting each other's families, growing old together. Hope started writing a story before reality wrote the first chapter. And somewhere along the way, that story became more real than the person standing right in front of you. You didn't fall in love with who they were. You fell in love with who you hoped they could be with you. And those are two very different things. Can I tell you what finally changed everything for me? I stopped asking what could have been and started accepting what actually happened. These two questions lead you into completely different directions. One keeps you waiting, the other lets you leave. You don't have to convince yourself they were a bad person. Maybe they weren't. You just have to accept that the relationship only existed because you were carrying it all by yourself. Listen carefully. You don't have to hate them. You don't have to erase the memories. You don't even have to pretend you never cared, but you do have to stop building a future with someone who never wants to build it with you. Because one day, someone will choose you. Not because you waited long enough, not because you finally proved your worth, but simply because they want to. And that's what love is supposed to feel like. There's no convincing, guessing, or negotiating. Just two people choosing each other. And when that day comes, you realize something. You were never struggling to let go of the person. You were struggling to let go of a future that never existed. And once you let go of that, you can finally make room for one person that does. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, stay blessed.